We are back and welcome to the Crypto School channel. I'm Keith from Crypto Bullseye, and today we're going to be looking at a deep dive into the history of XRP, all the way from its inception to where it is now. And there is no better way to understand any asset through time is by looking at the chart. That's the best thing to do, and that's exactly what we're going to do on XRP. So it started back in 2012. It was created by Ripple Labs, and it was founded by Chris Larsen and Jed McCaleb. But there was early distrust in pre-mined supply. XRP was just created. It needed to understand why it was different to everything else. It needed to sell itself as something different, and it positioned itself as a banking solution and not a typical cryptocurrency. So we'll discuss that very shortly. But in 2013 to 2015, what happened? Ripple targets banks for cross-border payments. So why is this a good solution? Cross-border payments, guys. You might have dealt with this. You might have had this. During a cross-border payment, you go to your bank and you say, right, I need to exchange my fiat, and I need to either send my fiat abroad or I need to send my fiat, exchange it to a different currency and send that abroad. It takes days to happen and it costs a fortune in fees. XRP is the solution for this, because what XRP does is it converts instantly that fiat currency, transfers that back to the other currency from XRP, and it does it instantly in real time. There's no need for all of these fees. It's completely cheap, and then it doesn't take days to happen, guys. It's a cross-border solution. So in 2013 to 2015, we got the big adoption push, and XRP topped out around 6 cents. And then we went through a crypto winter. Not just XRP, but the whole of the crypto market went through a crypto winter, and we had a lot of downside, a lot of sideways action, a lot of boring, and a lot of mistrust with cryptocurrency as a whole, including XRP. So we went through this long phase. A crypto winter is designed to wreck people, but people that believe in something that stands the test of time, that's where they position themselves. And then this happened. 2017, we had a massive bull run. XRP topped out at $3.84, and that was its January 2018 peak. So one thing to think of, Bitcoin 2017, that topped out in December 2017, and then the altcoins, as Bitcoin pulled back and went through a crypto winter, 1 month later, altcoins such as Ethereum, XRP, they put in new highs, $3.84. So in 2018 to 2019, what happened? Before we get into that, guys, Crypto School. If you are looking to accelerate your journey in a more structured way, and you're looking to create a strategy, but you do not have any kind of direction, Crypto School could be the place for you. So we'll leave a link in the description below. You get exclusive insights by some of the biggest traders, by some of the biggest influencers in the community, Tyler Hill, Connor Kenny, to name a few. We've got the live trading rooms, and we've got over 40 hours of course material, guys. Spend your time wisely, do it in a structured way. We've got courses to help you do that. And then a community, a Discord group with over 1,000 people, all learning and investing and trying to find that strategy that works for them, just like you. We can help you along the way. Back to XRP. So in 2018, 2019, we had a market crash. Again, a crypto winter. When Bitcoin crashes, when Bitcoin sneezes, altcoins catch a cold. Altcoins catch a cold, and that's exactly what happened to XRP. It got absolutely battered. From its highs to its lows here, we've got all the way down to 24 cents. So loss of hype, loss of investor confidence. When an asset class goes down and down and down, and it goes through a crypto winter, a long phase, it creates disinterest, it creates distrust. So what happened in December 2020? We all remember this. December 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against XRP. So the US Securities and Exchange Commission, they sue Ripple. XRP on the back of that was delisted from major exchanges, and the price actually tanked on the back of that. So this is where the legal battle started. The legal battle started, and in 2021, we had a survival phase, because during 2021, guys, when the rest of the crypto market was going euphoric, guess what XRP done? Put in a lower high because of mistrust, because of no confidence, because of this SEC lawsuit. So the case dragged on for years, and XRP needed to do something because the US had no momentum as far as adopting this was concerned because of the SEC lawsuit. They needed to go into other markets, and they expanded globally, Asia and the Middle East, and created partnerships there. So you can see they've stood the test of time. This lawsuit dragged on for years, and the next thing we had was the big event in July 2023, the court rules that XRP is not a security for retail sales. So years of legal pressure, and XRP, they partially won this lawsuit. What happens on the back of that? Adoption, confidence. So the institutional narrative returned. XRP regains traction in payments narrative, and then it starts competing with a new asset class, stablecoins. So focuses on liquidity, cross-border settlement niche. We all know what XRP is for. 2015, it starts positioning itself for global finance, Ripple pushing into CBDCs and banking rails. What is XRP then in a nutshell? So it wasn't built to replace banks. It was built to work with them. Its biggest weakness was centralization, and that became its biggest strength. And its biggest test was the SEC lawsuit, which may have been what validated it in the first place. It got good marketing on the back of that. That was the test. XRP was the test, and the SEC lost that test. So on the back of that, people started gaining confidence. Banks started using XRP. Right, guys, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget, subscribe to the school channel. If you really want to accelerate your journey, jump into the school. Link in the description below. That's $99. And I'll see you very soon.